Welcome to Global Hub Updates. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The news broke like a thunderclap across the Pacific, sending shockwaves through every corner of the archipelago and beyond. Manila in talks for advanced submarine fleet. The headline blazed across screens, igniting conversations in homes, offices, and on the bustling streets. Local broadcasts buzzed with excitement. This was more than a military deal. It was a symbol of a nation ready to defend its waters, a bold step into a new era of maritime strength. At the Department of National Defense, anticipation filled the air as senior officers discussed a new era of credible deterrence. The mood was electric, with every official aware of the historic weight of the moment. The offer? South Korea's Jangbogo-3, or KSS-III, a state-of-the-art silent hunter equipped with the latest stealth technology and advanced weaponry. This wasn't a hand-me-down. It was a leap into elite naval territory, a chance to join the ranks of nations with true undersea power. For a country used to aging ships and tight budgets, the prospect was electrifying. It promised not just new hardware, but a transformation in capability and confidence. But as the initial thrill faded, analysts dug into the details, scrutinizing every clause and technical specification, weighing the benefits against the risks. The deal was no simple purchase. It was a multi-billion-dollar, multi-decade commitment involving training, maintenance, and a long-term partnership. The headlines captured the nation's imagination, but the fine print revealed a future of both immense opportunity and risk, with challenges that would test the country's resolve and resources. The region watched as the Philippines weighed a decision that could redefine its defense for generations, shifting the balance of power in Southeast Asia. The story was no longer just about submarines. It was about national resolve, about the courage to embrace change and face the unknown. The offer was on the table, and the stakes had never been higher. Every decision now would echo far into the future. The nation stood at the edge of a strategic transformation, ready to chart a new course in its maritime destiny. Hanwha Ocean's proposal went far beyond merely selling submarines to the Philippines. It was a comprehensive vision that aimed to transform the nation's naval capabilities. They offered to help the Philippines build an entire submarine ecosystem, starting with a dedicated base and a state-of-the-art maintenance facility, ensuring that the country could maintain its fleet independently. No more sending vessels abroad for repairs. Operational independence was within reach, allowing for quicker turnaround times and reduced costs. The deal included rigorous training for Filipino sailors, engineers, and command staff, building a new culture of discipline and expertise, essential for operating such advanced technology. Technology transfer and local production were on the table, promising high-tech jobs and a leap for the local defense industry, fostering innovation and self-reliance. This was nation-building disguised as a defense contract, a strategic move to bolster national security and economic growth. But the vision came with a staggering price tag and decades of commitment, requiring careful financial planning and sustained political will. Billions would be needed for infrastructure, training, and long-term sustainment, a significant investment in the country's future. The Philippines would tie its naval future to a single, expensive platform and foreign partner, a decision that could redefine its defense strategy. Success could transform the nation's defense capabilities. Failure could mean a crippling burden, impacting national security and economic stability. The stakes were clear. This was a high-risk, high-reward bet, demanding careful consideration and strategic foresight. The decision would shape the country's strategic path for decades, influencing its role on the global stage and its ability to protect its maritime interests. At the heart of this landmark defense deal lies the KSS-III Batch 2, a true pinnacle of modern conventional submarine technology, representing years of innovation and engineering excellence. Larger, quieter, and more heavily armed than most non-nuclear subs in service today, it boasts advanced air-independent propulsion. This cutting-edge system allows the submarine to remain submerged for weeks, patrolling silently and undetected, far beyond the reach of traditional diesel-electric subs. Special hull coatings and sophisticated vibration-dampening technology make it a true ghost beneath the waves, nearly invisible to enemy sonar and detection systems. Its missions are diverse, ranging from covert intelligence gathering and surveillance to launching surprise attacks deep behind enemy lines, making it a versatile asset in any naval operation. The Batch 2's vertical launch systems enable it to fire land attack cruise missiles, giving the Philippines a potential second strike capability and a powerful deterrent against aggression. Armed with heavyweight torpedoes and advanced anti-ship missiles, it's a true hunter-killer, capable of taking on both surface ships and enemy submarines with lethal precision. For the Philippine Navy, this marks a leap into a new league, a platform that can hold enemy assets at risk, complicate adversaries' strategies, and project power far from home waters. The KSS-III isn't just a boat. It's a weapon of strategic influence, reshaping the balance of power in the region and signaling a new era for Philippine maritime defense. It promises to be a silent guardian in contested waters, patrolling the nation's frontiers and safeguarding vital interests with unmatched stealth. For a nation seeking to protect its sovereignty and assert its rights, it's a true game changer, one that inspires confidence and pride. But such power comes with new responsibilities and challenges, demanding rigorous training, constant vigilance, and a commitment to mastering this formidable new capability. Owning a cutting-edge submarine is just the beginning. Sustaining it is the real challenge. Maintenance demands a steady flow of parts, skilled technicians, and constant investment. Training a submarine crew takes years. These are elite teams, not ordinary sailors. The Philippines must build a pipeline to recruit, train, and retain talent, or risk grounding billion-dollar assets. The archipelago's complex waters add another layer of difficulty. Shallow straits and shifting currents challenge even the best crews. Detailed mapping and new tactics will be essential. The Navy's budget must grow to support multiple crews, secure facilities, and advanced infrastructure. This isn't a one-time expense, it's a permanent shift in national priorities. Success demands unwavering political and financial commitment for decades. The journey is long, and the costs are ongoing. The true test will be sustaining this force, not just acquiring it. Technology transfer is a tantalizing promise. Filipino engineers learning from South Korean experts, building local capacity and jobs. The skills gained could boost the wider economy, fostering a high-tech industrial base. But the reality is often limited. The most sensitive tech remains out of reach. The Philippines may learn to maintain, but not to design or innovate. This creates a dependency on the original supplier for upgrades and critical parts. If political winds shift, support could vanish, leaving the fleet vulnerable. Long-term reliance on a single partner carries risks: financial, strategic, and operational. The dream of independence is powerful, but the risk of becoming a permanent client is real. The nation must weigh the benefits of self-reliance against the dangers of dependency. The promise of technology transfer is as perilous as it is appealing. Every peso spent on submarines is a peso not spent elsewhere. The KSS-III project would consume a massive share of the defense budget for decades. Other urgent needs, modernizing the Army, expanding the Air Force, or acquiring more patrol vessels, could be delayed or sacrificed. Beyond defense, billions could fund schools, hospitals, or infrastructure. Critics argue that submarines are a prestige project, diverting resources from basic needs. Proponents counter that without hard power, all other investments are at risk. The debate is about national priorities, deterrence versus development. The choice is not just about a weapon, but about the nation's future. The opportunity cost is as real as the submarine itself. Acquiring the KSS-III sends a powerful signal. Philippines is serious about defending its sovereignty. A hidden, missile-armed submarine changes the risk calculus for any adversary. It strengthens alliances, especially with the United States, and elevates the nation's diplomatic standing. But it also risks escalation. Rivals may see it as a provocation, fueling an arms race. The deterrent only works if the submarines are credible, well-maintained, expertly crewed, and truly stealthy. A hollow force invites challenge, not respect. The pressure is on the Navy to achieve operational excellence quickly. The gamble builds real capability before tensions boil over. The submarine is both shield and signal, Its value depends on how it's used. The stakes are high and the margin for error is slim. The KSS-III is a run strategy, a giant leap for a Navy with no submarine experience. Many experts suggest a crawl, walk, run approach. Start with smaller, simpler submarines. This would let the Navy build skills, develop doctrine, and learn from mistakes on a manageable scale. Gradually, more advanced subs could be acquired as expertise grows. This incremental path prioritizes human capital and institutional learning over instant prestige. The run strategy offers immediate deterrence, but skips crucial developmental steps. The risk of failure, operational or financial, is much higher. The patient approach is less glamorous, but more sustainable. The choice, a bold leap or a careful climb. The right path depends on the nation's appetite for risk and readiness for responsibility. The KSS-III proposal brings the Philippines to a historic crossroads. This isn't just about buying a submarine, it's about defining the nation's strategic future. The need for deterrence is urgent, but readiness is about more than ambition. Can the country sustain the financial, technical, and human demands for decades? A submarine in port due to lack of crew or parts is a wasted investment. True success is a fully operational, all-Filipino crewed sub on patrol, 10, 20, 30 years from now. This requires discipline, planning, and unwavering commitment. The submarine is just the tip of the iceberg. The real challenge is building the ecosystem beneath. The choice made now will echo for generations. The nation must decide and be ready to live with the consequences.